Good morning, my dear student. Hope you all are fine. Today we will start new topic of coordination chemistry, that is isomerism. See children, this isomerism point, this topic is very important. I think previously also in class 11th we have discussed isomerism, but here something is different because here we are correlating isomerism with coordination compound. So let us start with isomerism. Isomerism is defined as when two or more compound having similar chemical formula but differ in arrangement of atom. It is called isomer, and this phenomenon is known as isomerism. Again children, isomerism is defined as when two or more compound having similar chemical formula but differ in arrangement of atom, and due to this difference in arrangement of atom they have one or more difference in their physical or chemical properties. This is known as isomer, and this phenomena is known as isomerism. I think now you have understood isomerism, when two or more compound having similar chemical formula but differ in arrangement of atom. See children, isomerism is further classified into two types: stereoisomerism and structural isomerism. So today I will discuss structural isomerism. Structural isomerism is further classified into four types, that is, you can see here, linkage isomerism, coordination isomerism, ionization isomerism, and fourth one is solvate isomerism. It is also known as hydrate one. So here we will discuss one by one all these isomerism. So this is all about your structural isomerism. So structural isomerism, when two more compound having similar molecular formula and differ in structural arrangement of atom. Okay, again I am repeating, structural isomerism, it is defined as when two or more compound having similar molecular formula but differ in structural arrangement of atom around the central metal ion. This is known as your structural isomerism. You can elaborate it like this: compounds are called isomer and this phenomena is known as structural isomerism. So see here children, one by one, these all are very important, and in short here it is mentioned also: linkage isomerism, coordination, ionization, and last one is hydrate or solvate isomerism. See children, linkage isomerism, this type of isomerism arises due to ambidentate ligand. Now the question arises, what is ambidentate ligand? Ambidentate ligand is defined as a ligand which can ligate to central metal ion by using different donor atom, through different donor atom. This is known as your ambidentate ligand. For example, cyano group CN and isocyano NC, both carbon and nitrogen are capable to ligate with central metal ion. Okay, here you can see one example, NCS and SCN. This is your SCN is your thiocyanito and this is your NCS is isothiocyanito. Both nitrogen and sulfur are eligible for donating a pair of electron. So this type of ligand give rise to linkage isomerism. Okay, here you can see one example, it has been mentioned here. The complex compound, here you can see CONH3 5NO2 square bracket close, and outside the square bracket Cl2 is there children. I think it is not visible here, but it will be Cl2. Then only the cobalt is having oxidation number +3. Okay, so this complex is obtained as a red form, in which the nitrite ligand is bound through oxygen ONO. This nitrite ligand, when it is bound with oxygen, when it is ligate to the central metal ion, that is cobalt here, with oxygen, then it will give red form. Okay, it will obtained as red form. And when this nitrite ligand is bound through nitrogen, okay, this is the ambidentate ligand, both oxygen and nitrogen are capable to donate a pair of electron. Okay, here this is the ambidentate ligand because through different atom this ligand is ligating to a central metal ion. And if nitrogen is used, then it will be it will show yellow form. So this different isomer, this different color is arises due to the nature of ambidentate ligand. So this type of isomerism is known as linkage isomerism, which arises due to ambidentate ligand. Once again children, this is your, and write by taking this ambidentate ligand as an example also. Now see children, coordination isomerism. This type of isomerism arises when there is an interchange of ligand between the cationic and anionic entities of different metal ion. Here you can see these two complex. This one is in nomenclature part, I have explained this already. I have explained. See this cobalt surrounded by 6 ammonia ligand, and here chromium is surrounded by 6 cyanide group. Okay, cyano group. Now this is a cationic part and this is a anionic part. Very simple it is children. In coordination isomerism, it arises due to interchange of ligand. Simply you have to interchange the ligand, but you have to keep in the mind that the cationic part is mentioned first. Okay, because ammonia, here you are transferring ammonia to which metal ion? Chromium. So this chromium ligating with 6 ammonia will come first, because this is a cationic part, and this cobalt which is surrounded by 6 cyanide group, it is a anionic part. So first we used to write cationic one and then anionic one. So here you can see there is a interchange of ligand between the cationic and anionic entities. Okay children, this is your homework. You will tell me the name of this compound. Okay, because already I have explained you the IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. Okay, I have explained you all the rules. So you will tell me what will be the name of this compound. Now see third one, ionization isomerism. It is a very important isomerism because this type of isomerism arises due to a ligand which is sufficient in such a manner which can displace a ligand which is present inside the coordination sphere. Okay, here I will explain you with example children. You can see it from here. Here children, firstly you should know that what is counter ion. See the ion which is present outside the coordination entity, coordination sphere. Here you can see Br. Br is a counter ion, and here sulfate is a counter ion. Now see what will happen. Here this Br minus is a potential ligand which can displace sulfate from inside the coordination sphere. Here you can see this form of isomerism arises when counter ion in the complex salt is itself a potential ligand and can displace a ligand which can then become the counter ion. Now you can see children, sulfate is getting outside from the coordination sphere. Now sulfate is acting as a counter ion. Okay, an example here you can see. How can you differentiate children? How can you differentiate it? Here it will be, you can see Br minus is present outside the coordination sphere, and here sulfate is present outside the coordination sphere. So when I will treat this salt with silver nitrate, okay, AgNO3 silver nitrate. So this Ag will combine with this counter ion Br, and AgBr it will form and it will show a pale yellow color. And here sulfate group is present as counter ion. You know these are ionizable. Earlier we have discussed in Werner coordination theory also. And here when I will treat it with barium chloride, okay, so barium will react with sulfate and form barium sulfate, and it will show white precipitate. Okay children, so in this way you can differentiate these two ions. It is treated with silver nitrate, okay, it will give pale yellow color, and here we have to treat it with barium chloride. It gives white precipitate because of formation of barium sulfate. Okay, here we are treating it with barium chloride, and here we are treating it with silver nitrate. Okay, it form AgBr, and here it form barium sulfate. It is of white precipitate. It will show yellow, pale yellow color. In this way we can distinguish these two ions, because in exam also they used to ask how we can test it. Okay, thank you.